TimeRust.com proudly presents the Time Rust Brain Trust. Hey everybody, and welcome to the Time Rust Brain Trust podcast. This is the podcast that knows we like to go into deep space, and sometimes we don't come back with our sanity intact.
Because we go into darkness.
Oh! Because some of us are going to go see... No one's going to back me up. Everyone's too busy playing on their phones.
Star Trek in the Darkness. I know.
Okay, thank you. Were you guys having to look up the title of the movie?
I was...
Is that what it is? I have an iPhone 5.
Research.
iPhone 5 alive.
Research.
So, let's get on with the introductions. First, to my left.
Hey, what episode is this?
What it is, folks.
This is episode
14, baby.
14.
Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't get that done in time.
Episode 1
because you're
too
busy on your iPhone.
So,
episode number 14.
So like
episode
I said,
2 times 7.
Really? Okay, ready?
28
what it
divided
is.
by 2.
I can't even get my catchphrase out. Jeez.
Yeah, that's so rude. There's no Steve
Multiplication.
here. So, Eli just won't zip it
15
up.
minus 1.
Oh.
The one that won't stop talking about 14 is Eli.
Next week will be episode 15.
It'll be the Ides of Time Rust.
We're coming live
Brain Trust.
from the Delta Center.
We wish.
What?
One day.
What?
Because it's episode 15.
And I'm Nathan. I'm hosting this little malarkey, we'll call it.
Shenanigans.
It is shenanigans this week.
So I tell you what, guys.
Breaking news, they updated the graphic in Netflix for Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
And that's an iPhone user, folks.
You're welcome.
An iPhone user. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aren't you too young to be using an iPhone? Shouldn't you be like 80 or something?
No, see, I liked iPhone before it was cool.
Nah.
You know what? That's what every Apple user says.
Pretty much.
I liked
the iPhone before it was cool.
Why don't you just go get a...
I'm going to get some Android tech.
Because I don't like... Oh, they upgraded the next generation's image as well.
We don't care at all.
And Enterprise.
I know, TNG is off the chain.
But we are wasting precious time on whatever it is he's thinking of.
Time is money.
Time is money.
But we don't get paid.
We don't get paid. Which is kind of sad, but, it is what it is.
At the same time, this is our fun job.
It is.
So is everyone done playing on their electronic devices and we can actually get this?
Oh yeah, we're good to go.
So it's Nathan. Tell me, give me the phrase.
Marqees, what are you doing?
Oh, there it is.
Awesome. Okay, so this week, I'm playing some Dishonored. It's like Far Cry Light, which I'm okay with. Some of the powers I can do without.
Do you feel they're kind of worthless?
Like, which powers specifically could you do without? Because that's kind of that whole game.
Well, like...
Yeah, the sword
that's
fighting.
That's kind of the whole point of that game.
Well,
is powers.
I don't use the see-through vision. Because that's just... why would you need to see the walls? You're a stealth character anyway.
Seeing through walls is amazing when you're a stealth character.
Well, it is important to see what's around the corners, but,
At the same time, it's the equipment... I like the burst move. I like the jumping move, but you can the blink whatever.
Oh, it's like a quick teleportation.
Yeah, the quick teleportation.
Yeah.
I like that one. Vitality seems to be doing nothing because I don't get any health regen. I like Shadow Kill. That's amazing.
You got the rats yet?
No, I've not got the rats yet.
Rats are cool.
I'm still looking at runes. So I'm like, I just killed the first guy. The religious guy, I forget his name, the High Lord, and I'm on my way to start the second mission. It's not bad. It's like, again, it's Far Cry 3 Light, and I'm okay with that. I do like the stealth combat a little better in this game.
I don't. All right, you good?
Yeah. No, I mean,
Marqees likes to run and gun.
I do like the running gun, and which but I don't like again is old timey weapons. So it's like, oh. I'm out of bullets. Have to 10 shots. Quick, switch to my crossbow.
Well, see, you're not supposed to be shooting a whole lot in that game. Like, you're supposed to be...
I know, sword play.
Yeah.
My only problem with the sword play is that block and strike are on the same
Side.
Block should be on the left side. And that way you left bumper strike, left bumper block, right trigger strike. But,
maybe
you know,
maybe
I'm
you just
nitpicking.
need to level up your game a little bit, Marqees.
No, maybe I'm just being nitpicking.
I really don't like the sword fighting in that game at all. I mean, it should be appealing even at the beginning levels. It's not appealing at all, and I find it frustrating, so then I don't want to encounter anyone. So I try to play the game as stealthy as possible. Anyways.
I don't like the teleportation guys, enemies. They're kind of a jerk. But, you know, whatever. What else am I doing? Jeez. I finished Gears Judgment. That's pretty awesome. The story wise, you know, the combat, the gameplay itself, the controls, but the story is pretty good. And I like Baird as team. I like Baird as team leader. I didn't think I would like that. Started playing Gears 3 because
Baird's a cool character.
Yeah, I started playing Gears 3 again because I got, hey, you know what? Let's go over the story in Gears 3. Why not? Cry a little bit because Dom died. You know.
If you didn't know that by now, I'm sorry.
That was a sad moment.
That was a sad moment. A lot of dudes.
I didn't expect them to do that because, like, that kind of sucks. Like, Dom's a pretty cool character.
Yeah. He
was just always being miserable and mopey because of his wife. So.
Yeah, and then she's dead. So.
I would have loved to see him make it through the end of the war though, and like resettle down and find a new woman. But you know, no happy endings.
He just needs to hang out and be dude bros with Marcus.
Marcus, man. After 3 was over, at the end, he just looked like a broken human being.
Yeah.
They
could have both been. Well, I mean, he lost Dom. Like,
yeah, he lost the dude that Dom kept him stable in those games. And Dom was the guy who kept him stable, and between her and Anya and
his dad died.
And his dad died.
He lost both of them, so that's pretty bad.
His dad died again, so yeah.
He was actually there to watch it. Well,
my dad's
he was
alive.
Kind of
Yes, my dad died again.
I guess he's basically watching his dad die twice, right?
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
I just finished reading Naruto Shippuden. What was it? Like 6:17 or so. It's pretty awesome. You jabronis are behind because
I did that on purpose.
I know he did that on purpose. He's being a jerk. Hey, look, Easy and I have a relationship. And I know when he's being mean to me. But yeah, so I finished reading that. It's pretty awesome. You jabronis are behind because you decided to watch the manga.
Because the anime is way better.
I'm not gonna read it.
It's way better to watch dudes fight in full motion.
Let's watch 400 episodes of filler.
They don't have that many episodes of filler.
There's a lot.
They're close to 100. There are close to 100 episodes of filler between regular Naruto and Shippuden.
I haven't read any comic books this week. It's been kind of a tight week. I'll probably pick up some.
Well, there's a reason also you've been a little busy with a different subject that we'll cover here.
Oh, yeah. It's a little crazy. I started reading Percy Jackson and the Olympians, however. The Lightning Thief. I'm rereading that series because Sea of Monsters is coming out this year.
Oh, it's actually coming out this year?
Yeah. So I'm pretty jazzed about that. Hopefully it stays more towards the book than the first one, Lightning Thief. That movie jumped like major hoops and missed major plot holes. It jumped
like 50 sharks.
Yeah. And it missed major plot twists and and major characters didn't get developed because they just wanted to make a cool movie instead of make like a Harry Potter type movie instead of making it its own movie.
Yeah.
Hopefully they got a new director and new writing team. Hopefully that'll change that up. Other than that, I've been watching some Netflix. I've been watching Kitchen Nightmares. Because Gordon Ramsay's hilarious. Oh, and I watched Hell's Kitchen. The new season started, so I've been catching up on that.
Yeah, Hell's Kitchen's great.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay's amazing.
Did you see that story about the Kitchen Nightmares? That's one where they go to various restaurants.
Failing restaurants,
right.
Yeah.
Did you see that one where it's in the news now, like the guy is like flat out, him or his wife were flat out stealing tips from their
Yes,
waitresses
I
and
watched
stuff.
that.
What?
I watched that Friday. Holy smokes, this guy.
That's crazy.
Was that the one that aired on Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He would take they would take the tips from the waitresses.
Yeah.
Because he didn't think they earned them. He said it on air, and then like after the show aired,
That's
they
dirty.
denied it on their Twitter. They're like, no, we never take tips, but you said it on camera.
And it wasn't like edited. It was
we
just like, flat out.
said that because we thought that's what the people wanted to see on a television show.
They were also like buying food from other restaurants and delis and places like that,
and selling it
and
as their
selling
own.
as their own.
And they were cooking like frozen food and trying to say, and then telling people it's fresh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then they were fighting with guests and stuff, like shoving guests and whatever. It was crazy.
I don't even honestly understand how most of the restaurants make it to that point, like the point where they're actually showing them on the show. Like, I don't even understand how they survive to that point, because like I've never seen one on there where I would go in and be like, "Yep, I'm gonna eat here." And they bring out the plate, and I'm be like, "Yep, I'm gonna eat this food."
You gotta say like fake regulars, because let's say like the Mountaineer.
Yeah,
That's a prime example.
I went there one time. They brought my food out, and I said, "I'm not eating this," and I left.
No, there you go. I would love to have Gordon Ramsay come from the Mountaineer. I might have to go apply to Kitchen Nightmares for that. But anyway, that's what I was doing. I was playing. So, but in a side note, my sister and I are planning our trip to NYCC, and we're trying to get reservations in the Gordon Ramsay restaurant in New York City.
good
That'd be
luck
crazy.
with that. Good luck with that.
That would be crazy.
Yeah,
Do you ever watch his show on BBC, the Gordon Ramsay's F Word?
yeah, it's a good show.
That's a good one too.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
Eli.
that's the name of the show.
Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured
Yeah.
because the way he talks.
Well, I mean, yeah. Like, I
Eli.
mean, quotes around it, that's the actual, yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, man, I've been doing
Jack and squat and Jack
Pretty
left
much.
town.
pretty much nothing. No, I've been playing Disgaea 3 for that Let's Play series that I'm doing, and I don't know. I'm, like, as I'm sitting here now, I'm, and the stuff that I dealt with recording the shows for today and tomorrow, like, I don't even know if I'm going to continue playing that game. Like, it's so dense, and I can't wrap my brain around it. Like, this is the 15th episode tomorrow, and
Oh my gosh.
didn't
you start like 2 weeks ago?
I did, yeah. I do
Okay.
5 episodes a week.
That's
And
terrible.
and but the thing is, like, that game is so weird, but the mechanics are so dense that, and it doesn't really, like, it gives you, there's tons of tutorials, like, when you start the game. Like, that's what the first week of episodes pretty much was, is me going through the tutorials in the game. But I don't know, I'm just really frustrated with it. It's cool. I want to be good at it. I want to enjoy it. Like, I like the character design. I like the wackiness. Like, it's full of anime wackiness, and that stuff.
Anime wackiness.
That stuff's fun. So I want to like it, but I need somebody to sit there and tell me how to play it and like how to be good at it. So I'm gonna have to do some research.
So you're gonna have to watch Let's Plays on how to make a
yeah,
Let's Play.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch a Let's Play or something to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. But I was thinking next week I might take a break from that series and start something else. I might do like some Dark Souls. I might do something like I finish up like some games that I haven't beaten all the way, or like stuff that I'm just trying to work on, and I'll just do some like random episodes of that kind of stuff for a little bit until I figure out how to do Disgaea. But I've been playing that. I've been playing Injustice some more. Really liking Lobo.
Diablo 3?
Yeah, I played a little bit more Diablo 3 too.
Because we're anniversary time.
Yeah, yesterday was the anniversary. I've got a review like mostly finished, and like a little retrospective that I want to post on our site.
Would you say that it's percolating?
It's percolating. Like I wrote like 2 pages within like a half hour.
Nice.
And then I hit kind of a wall where I was just kind of struggling, so I went and was going to play it a little bit more, and then I ended up playing Torchlight 2 instead.
I have not played Torchlight
because I wanted to have some thoughts in there about that, so I could make a little bit of a comparison, because they came out, like, Torchlight 2 came out like a little bit before Diablo 3, like a couple weeks before that.
I thought it was a little after.
Or was it a little after?
It was a little after, because they were saying, oh, we're going to have Torchlight 2 out before Diablo 3.
Yeah.
But then Diablo 3 came out early.
I know they were both right around there. And like,
Yeah, it
so
was last year. So.
I ended up not playing Torchlight 2 till Christmas time because that's when I got it on sale.
Thanks, Steam.
Yeah, because Steam is great.
Well, Steam trains us not to buy games until they put it on sale.
They really do. Like, unless it's something that you must have, like, they train you to wait, because it's going to be $5 at some point.
Like the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra game on the Xbox
Exactly,
Live.
yeah.
Have to have that right away.
I mean, it's great that they do that, but, like...
No, it's terrible.
If I had to pay full price for every game, I would only play, like, a third of the games that I play. So, I mean... Having Steam, that allows me to play all kinds of stuff that I'm not going to buy otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I've not even messed with Steam yet because when my laptop.
You'll fall down the rabbit hole, dude.
First of all,
it's like crack.
My laptop is ridiculous. I mean, I've got lots of space on it, but it's not as powerful.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be able to play a lot of stuff.
You could play a lot. He could play a lot of inexpensive
I mean, there's
stuff.
a lot of the cheap stuff, like a lot of the indie stuff on there. You could play no problem. And
older games.
And older games, you could have a blast with all that. Kind of
if you have any older games where you still have the key code for it,
I mean, you could just
might be able to put them in.
You could go over on the side of the page and hit the button that says $5 or less, and like just go wild.
Oh yeah. Well, like Magicka.
Magicka's great. Yeah.
That's actually a really. It blew me away
it's
how
so
complicated
different and weird. It is. It's
really.
Yeah, it's weird and complicated. I've been playing that. I've been playing what's that game called? Borderlands 2.
Never heard of it.
You're still playing Borderlands 2?
Yeah, well, and today I almost bought it on Steam because it's on sale this weekend for $13.
Why would
Don't
you
do that. Don't do that.
That's wasting money.
I want to see the physics effects and stuff, and
watch someone else play it.
I don't know. I just thought I might get it on PC. I got a couple friends on there that have it on PC, and maybe
you won't. I was gonna say, like, you better play with other people.
Yeah, we might end up playing.
You better end up playing, because if you don't, I mean, we're talking about like movie ticket prices.
Yeah.
A 3D movie at our local theater is $13.50.
Yeah.
That's for one ticket. But if you're just gonna play it for like half an hour,
and
look at the physics and be like, I'm done.
No, if I get it, I'll have a maxed out dude on there, and I'll end up with all the DLC when it's on sale.
So you're gonna buy the DLC twice? Or...
I did it for the first game.
Did you get the DLC? You got the DLC for this game now?
No.
No. He's talking because on the first game.
I'm talking about theoretically in the future.
He bought all the DLC for the first game on both the Xbox 360 and PC. So he's gonna do that again.
Hurt me, man. I got. Well, I mean, I only paid.
I know it's a good game, but
I paid $10 for Borderlands 1 and all the DLC on Steam.
Well, you waited a while for it, though.
Yeah, I mean it was like 2 years after it came out, and then I played, and I've got like 2 max level characters on there again.
What year did it come out?
Huh?
Was it 2010?
Yeah.
It was way back.
Such a good game.
Yeah, it was a great game. I've been playing a little bit of that, dabbling with that. SSX. I played that for like 3 or 4 hours the other day.
The new one on 360.
The SSX.
Yeah.
The reboot. Really, really great game. That is an awesome game. We need to have it over here for Time Rush sometime.
Yeah, we can do that.
That's fun. Yeah. That is a fun game.
We're doing racing next
week?
Well,
we are doing racing. So I mean, technically that could kind of.
Oh, we're doing racing.
It is a racing game, right?
Yeah, there are races in it. Primarily, it's tricks.
But there's a racing aspect.
But there's a racing aspect to it.
We could do some
verses. We could shoehorn it in. Yeah. So that might be fun. But yeah, that's a good game.
Or Extreme Sports Night, SSX,
Skate 3.
BAM!
Oh!
Dude, we gotta get some Tony Hawk Pro Skater up in there.
We could play Thug.
We play some Thug. Do you have anyone have the HD version?
No,
I don't have Tony Hawk HD now.
Okay.
HD.
Well,
I didn't get it because I was waiting for them to add the revert in.
I've got Thug or Thug 2. We could throw that on and do the upscale and cry about how bad the graphics are.
You can watch that game be ridiculous.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I've been playing that. A little bit of stuff. And watching some Arrested Development. I'm trying to get caught up for the season premiere. Which is like next week.
Seriously?
It's like the 24th.
Next week is busy. We're
it's
busy
like the 24th or the 28th or something.
So next week,
let me look at my thing.
Fast 6 comes out. The Hangover 3 comes out.
And you better remember this.
What?
What happens next week?
Oh, the Xbox event on Tuesday.
Bam.
I will be
July
live
1st.
blogging that on timerust.com.
Bam.
Like, actually on our site. The live blog.
You guys sit there. Da-da-da.
Yep.
Update.
Time,
Da-da-da.
update. Time,
Da-da-da.
update. Yep.
Awesome.
Great.
I will live blog.
Sounds awesome.
I'm going to do it.
You requested that day off from work.
I did.
So you're going to be doing that and then Time Rest Tuesday.
Yep, that's right.
It will be a gamerific Tuesday.
It's going to be hellacious.
For TimeRest.com. That sounds great. I am super excited about that. And
Well, Nathan, it's that time. I guess we can do it. Nathan, what are you doing?
well, guys, let's see. I watched the season finale of Arrow. Holy crap! That was by far one of the best things I've ever witnessed on TV in a long time.
Wow.
All right.
Like on a scale of 1 to Seinfeld finale.
That's pretty high.
How many notches are there? Because it's
There's
like,
only one notch.
You mean the one that designed Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, fail. All right, so. Jeez. Wow. Anyway, so.
That's
no,
the only
really.
time you can use that joke.
No, I mean, it's like, I would definitely give that a 5 out of 5. You know,
a 5 out of 5?
An
On the oxidization scale?
because it had everything. It had, it had action. It had, that climactic buildup we've been waiting for all of these events. Like, he has the flashbacks. Huge build up to that, and guess what? It pays off. Now, it's not a big payoff in the flashback section, but it's a huge payoff in the modern time section.
Did they introduce Red Arrow?
Okay. They haven't introduced Red Arrow or Arsenal or Speedy, as it were. His sister's nickname is Speedy.
Oh, really?
But Roy Harper, it's Harper,
Yeah.
right? Roy Harper is a character on the show.
Oh, cool.
He lives in the Glades, and he's dating his sister.
Okay.
I forget her name. Actually, all of a sudden, just gone.
Cool.
But it's really interesting. She goes to find him, and then he's helping people. He's like saving people.
Mm-hmm.
And Merlin, evil as heck. You guys cool with spoilers?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I'm not going to watch it till it's on Netflix. So
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
watching it on Netflix.
that's what I was gonna say.
So yeah, whatever.
You probably forget.
I'll forget
anyways.
about it by then.
My
My sister spoiled season 4 of Fringe for me, and I forgot about it by the time I got to watch it. So
I was gonna say, if you didn't, then you can never forgive her. Ever.
Yeah.
Basically, the bad
Shout out to my
guy,
sister.
Merlin, had a son, Tommy. Tommy is Oliver's best friend. There's a whole love triangle going on. Guess what? She chose Oliver again because he had a picture of her that's what got him through the island.
Mm-hmm.
Just that picture, which is like, oh. So now,
Heartstrings.
yeah. What was it? He defeats him and is it Diggles, which is a weird name, but it's kind of like his partner / sidekick.
Yeah.
It's a big bodyguard. They defeated Merlin, but there wasn't enough time, and there's an earthquake device underneath the Glades. So basically, the dude's just going to manufacture an earthquake to destroy all these people and this whole section. That's like trying to do that to the Bronx, basically, or something. I don't know, Brooklyn, whatever. Anyways, he didn't have just one. He had redundancies. They turned one off.
Another one kicked on.
Glades still fell.
Oh.
So you're watching like all this
snap.
chaos, and Laurel Lance, first name Dinah,
Yeah.
she escapes only because Tommy Merlin found her, saved her. He didn't make it out. And
Cliffhanger.
then no, Oliver finds him. He's impaled. Yeah.
What?
And there's like this like touching, heartbreaking moment where he's like, dude, take care of her. Or was, I'm sorry for yelling at you, man. No, man, it's alright. Yeah, just had this like really close like brother moment.
Dang.
They're not actually brothers. But you just watch him die. Like,
Yeah.
no!
That sucks.
And then that's the end. That's the end of the episode. He's like, no! Just all mad and stuff.
Man.
It's over. Wait till season 2. Period. I was
Yeah.
like,
What a cliffhanger!
That's crazy.
Absolute cliffhanger.
dude, the whole area is destroyed. Like a third.
Yeah.
Actually, you don't even know exactly how much, but you were there watching it fall down. So you're just watching these buildings crumble. People are going crazy. There's looting. What was it? Roy is like busting up some people. He does like some parkour stuff, little Jason Bourne action almost. Great, just great all around. So I had to gush on that. I was watching Killing Them Softly. That's a Brad Pitt movie with his Plan B production studio. It's boring. It's very boring and long. And yeah, all right. Two guys rob a. Okay, there's a poker game, and Ray Liotta's character runs it. They rob it, or he has two people rob it, and then eventually he admits that he did it. Mm-hmm. Like years later, after everything went back to normal.
Oh, is that the one with Shia and?
No. You're probably thinking of Lawless.
Okay.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Okay, this takes place actually in 2008. I don't know why it does, but it does. And they keep playing like stuff about the collapse of the economy in the background. You know, things the president's saying, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Obama's saying it before he's president. But Bush is in there talking, and I'm like, why is this relevant? I don't know. So anyways, all this stuff happens. These two losers get this idea from a third guy that's, the squirrel, they call him. Mm-hmm. And he says, go rob this card game run by mobsters. He robs it. What happens? Bad things. So, Brad Pitt's sent in to find the guys, kill them. He also has to kill Ray Liotta because Ray Liotta did it already once, and really he never got payback for that. And, it looks like he did it anyways. And like, listen, we need to take care of you. So, a lot of slow motion stuff, a lot of cool things. They tried to, like, there's a guy sitting there. He had just taken heroin, and they're trying to show you what it's like to be a junkie that's been awake for a week, and you're doing heroin, and like it keeps flashing back and forth from like a bright light and like sort of like a heaven type thing, and not even like, oh look, pearly gates or anything, just heaven as a light. And I'm bored with it. I'm bored with even talking about it, and
I'm bored listening about it.
Yeah, seriously.
Dude, I was
Marqees was asleep.
I was seriously like, dude, what are you talking? I heard words, but it wasn't translating.
It was so boring. It's killing. Like my dad and I were watching it, and I could tell he was falling asleep, and I think he was looking for excuses not to watch it anymore. And they keep going. They're trying to make it like a artsy version of Pulp Fiction.
Mm.
Stop trying to be artsy.
Isn't Pulp Fiction artsy enough?
It is. All right, just real quick, the other thing, there's been a lot of season finales. What was it? Castle was great.
That was a great season finale.
Loved
you
it.
finally watched it.
I finally watched it.
Do you watch Castle,
Marqees? Yeah, did she break up with Castle? I didn't see it.
No.
She's like, at
Spoiler.
the end, she's just kind of thinking about, what she's
I
going to do.
I know the Fed.
She got called and offered the job, and she's got to decide whether she's going to take it or not.
But then, you would just tell them, or spoiler?
You can tell me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Castle is all like looking like he's gonna break up with her, and they're sitting on swing set. Then he gets down on one knee and proposes.
Nice.
She was getting ready to tell him, and then he called her down to have a chat and proposed to her.
And he whipped out a pretty big ring.
Well, he's a pretty rich guy, though, Castle.
Exactly.
But it was good. It was really cool. Like, I like that show a lot.
Once Upon a Time, season finale.
I don't watch that show anymore. It got so convoluted and boring there in the middle of this season that I was just like, what?
Once it's on Netflix, skip around the last, just like last time, the last 5 episodes are all that really matter.
Yeah.
And they go, I'll just ruin it. Neverland is involved. Peter Pan. The Shadow isn't attached to Peter Pan because it's an evil entity. And then it takes slaves. And Peter Pan is in charge of the Lost Boys, the guys that work for the Shadow. And at the end of the episode, and then there's also a conspiracy of, not conspiracy, there's a cabal of people that find magic on our world and destroy it.
Huh.
And at the very end, the Lost Boys have a picture, and it's of the little boy.
Oh, of
Henry. They're supposed to go grab Henry.
Ooh.
They've also met the dad in the season, and Henry's dad, finally. It was the guy that played Britt on Terriers, which is a fantastic show. I don't know if it's on Netflix right now. It was for like a heartbeat. Is it? That's a great show. It got canceled prematurely. It should have done another season, or it should have like a quick movie. They gave Burness like 20 seasons, and it's an okay show. I'll probably watch the last season. Anyways. But yeah, that's what I've been up to, and I wanted to cover a couple of those.
Yeah,
it's just a little,
The Office season finale is happening right now. They're doing like the big, like final hurrah.
We're actually
now.
We're having an article tomorrow, or Saturday at the latest.
Tomorrow, Saturday at the latest.
Okay. Because we've acquired a contributor, a way of Marquees' sister. Do you want to give any credentials, or do you want to wait till she comes on before you?
I'll wait till she comes on. She's gonna.
Right.
She wants to come in one day and sit on the podcast and stuff.
That's great. That's great. We just need to schedule her in. Whenever she's free, find time. But yeah, we're gonna have more people, writing and helping us out because there's a lot of stuff coming up. Right now, though, we're going to get to the Netflix Gem of the Week.
Netflix Gem of the Week.
Presented by Nestle. Was it Nestle?
We didn't get the rights to that.
Nestle isn't sponsoring us?
No, they taste, their products are delicious, but we are not receiving any funds from them.
Oh, jeez.
We actually never contacted them.
Oh, really?
No.
Was that my job?
Probably.
Yeah, I see.
All right, so what you got?
Anyway, the Netflix Gem of the Week.
I'm just going to go past all that.
Anyway, the Netflix Gem of the Week, I have chosen Video Game High School.
Okay.
Up high, easy. That is some quality choice right there, son.
I keep thinking about watching that.
Okay.
I've seen bits of it.
I watched this when it was a web series.
Okay. That explains.
It's by the Rocket Jump guys. Which is Freddie Wong and the guys from Node. The other dude's Brandon, I think is the other dude, and then like all the Node guys. But they do like all kinds of cool like video game projects. Like they did an advertisement recently for Splinter Cell for the Spies vs. Mercs, which is really awesome. They did like a live action thing for that.
They did a one for Battlefield 3.
They did one for Battlefield 3. They do all kinds of really cool stuff. These guys they're
professional.
Awesome. They're awesome, and it's a lot of fun. This version that's on Netflix is the web series compiled into a movie. So it's 2 hours and 4 minutes, and it's really cool. Like the basic premise is professional video gaming is the most popular sport. Okay? And this one kid, just kind of happens upon the chance to go to video game high school, which is like where all the elite of the gaming world end up going to school. And instead of having classes about, math or something, you have classes about first-person shooters or puzzle games or stuff like that. And
stuff we would actually use in life.
Yeah, and so there's like rankings and stuff, and he's trying to work his way up through there. Pretty good humor. Like there's some stuff that's real corny. The acting's not the best because it's super independent. They're pretty much just using people that they're friends with. The dude from Epic Mealtime is the principal.
Yes,
which is really cool. So like just all kinds of they use all kinds of different people that you've seen around the internet and that have been in some of their other projects. Really, really fun movie. I recommend it just because it's video game related, and also because some of the stuff they do and like the overall idea is really interesting.
Would you say it's better? It's more entertaining than your average, say, Disney movie, like the ones made specifically for the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's better than anything that I've ever seen that's made for TV.
Okay. Yeah, the graphics are astounding.
It's better
really?
It's better than anything I've ever seen made for TV.
Okay.
Season 2, they started a Kickstarter for season 2, which should be coming. It should be, I think, starting.
They're supposed to be starting to film. I think they've already started filming it. Actually, like they have a crazy budget this time, and they actually went and built a set, so that they can do a little bit more and have a little bit more control over their shots.
The guys at Rocket Jump are really blowing up. I mean, they did a cool video with Rob and Big and Infinity Factory.
Yep.
And that was awesome.
Yeah.
So they're blowing up right now. Their spot's blowing up, and that's good for those guys.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like supporting those guys. They I I think I dropped a little bit on Kickstarter for the first season, maybe. Not a whole lot, but
You
a little
kickstart?
bit. I do. I kickstart once in a while.
Yeah,
Like,
every once in a
Marqees,
while.
you kickstart?
I haven't found a true project that I really wanted to kickstart.
Yeah.
My sister kickstarted with Veronica Mars. She's down. She was, oh my goodness. she was like, dude, she was gung ho about that, which I'm cool. It's a good show, and it was a good show, and I'm hoping the movie's gonna be great. But my sister's like, she kickstarted at the point of she's getting cool swag, like she's getting a copy of the script, she's gonna get a copy of the movie when it comes out on DVD. She's getting a Blu-ray copy. I mean, they get the stream from San Diego when they do the San Diego panel. They get a stream, so I'm like, oh wow, that's awesome. So
yeah.
if I find a project that's worth kickstarting, I'll do it.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
I have no extra money for that. So.
I like going on there and looking at stuff too and see
If I got
what's
$1,
out there.
man. If I got to spare $1,
Like even the stuff that's not video game or movie related, I like to just go in there and look at like somebody invented a cool chair to sit in and read books.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll take a look at that.
oh.
Right now it's time for News Bites.
News bites. News does bite.
See,
I don't like
Marqees,
bite.
do you have the...
My box office top 10? Yes, I do.
Box office top 10? All right. Get into it.
Okay, number 1 is Iron Man 3 with $72.5 million.
Shocker.
The Great Gatsby came in at number 2 with $50
That
million.
movie was great.
Yeah, you didn't mention that because...
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, anyways, we'll talk
I
about
went and saw that
now.
yesterday. It was really good.
Okay.
Okay. Pain the Gain came in. Okay, here's where the drop off happened. Pain the Gain came in at number 3 with $5 million.
Ouch.
Tyler Perry Presents Peoples, which I haven't seen yet. I should be going to see this week. Came in number 4 with $4.6 million.
Not good reviews.
Yeah, that's well, you know.
So thanks for telling me that.
Sorry. I'm sure Craig
Craig Robinson.
Robinson, there you go. I'm sure he's gonna be awesome at it.
He's gonna bounce back because they got This Is the End coming out in June. So
yeah.
42 came in number 5 with $4.5 million. Oblivion came in number 6 with $4.1 million.
It's still in theaters?
Yep. It's only a month old.
The Croods came in number 7 with $3.6 million.
I'm surprised that's still.
Dude, Nicolas Cage is making that bank right there. That's that Nicolas Cage stuff.
That's IRS money right there.
That's that Fed money you gotta pay
That's
back.
money to go to a barber shop and get a nice haircut.
Ooh.
What's he gonna do? Take a towel?
What's up with Nick Cage's
hair?
Spray can hair.
Little washcloth.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8 was Mud. It was a lower budget movie. Came in $2.5 million.
Starring Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Number 9 was The Big Wedding at $2.4 million.
Blech.
And number 10, holding strong, is Oz the Great and Powerful at $1 million.
That movie has made a lot of money, but it did not make as much as Iron Man.
Now, did you see that movie?
No.
You saw it. Did you like that movie?
Overall, it was okay.
Was it okay?
It was okay.
My sister went to the drive-in and saw Iron Man 3, and the second movie playing was Oz.
Okay.
They made it, I think she said they made it like a half hour into the movie, and it was just so awful that they left.
They make it to where it was color?
I don't know. I imagine they did. She said the acting was just really bad. She said the acting was, like, pretty crappy.
It's over the top. It's supposed to be because it's Oz. Everything's over the top. You have flying monkeys, you know what I mean?
I was wondering if there may have been something to it, because, I mean, for it to have gotten such good reviews, favorable reviews, and for it to still be making money at the box office, I mean, it can't be awful.
It's not awful. It's just, it's a desired taste. Like, if you go to a comedy with, like, toilet humor in the, trailer,
For example, Scary Movie 5.
Right, you know what you're going to get into. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, why'd you do that? He's got PTSD, man. Come on.
I'm helping him work through it.
Let me twist the knife some more.
I'm gonna help you work through something.
Oh! So, it was not, not a bad film. No.
And new releases is Star Trek and the Darkness, which we're gonna go see tonight.
Yep.
Well, Nate and I go see. I don't know about Easy.
I'm not sure yet. I have
Easy's
stuff that I might do tomorrow.
You don't have to catch them all.
Yeah, well,
They're
I do
not
actually.
Pokemon.
I do actually have to catch them all. But
Well, the Pokemon you do.
that's another story.
Aw, shut up, Ash.
I actually just downloaded Deoxys today. They had a Nintendo Wi-Fi channel event that I was able to get the legendary Pokemon Deoxys. And
That's your fault. You said gotta catch them all.
And so that was awesome. I downloaded it to my Pokemon Black version 2. And he's pretty cool. He's level
what
he's
else
level
we got
100
going
and
on?
he has an ability that he can't normally
You got CW announced they're working on the Amazon pilot.
Uh-huh.
Alan Hemberg's not going to be. They're moving forward with Adam.
Is it a movie about Amazon.com?
No, the Amazon pilot is it's like the Smallville-esque take on Wonder Woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yes, please.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Smallville worked for Smallville because Clark Kent had an alter ego and it was decent. What are we gonna do? Wonder Woman has to be on Themyscira for most
It'll
of
be
the
like Xena Warrior Princess.
Exactly.
You guys didn't like that show?
No. I was more favorable to Hercules personally, but
Oh, I see.
happy endings might not be going to USA.
It might not be going anywhere.
It might not go be anywhere. Yeah, it's
Might go to TBS. Maybe. Probably not.
Probably not.
So yeah, there's also the Once Upon a Time spinoff. We'll talk about that with the upfronts and stuff.
Like, I don't like. Why would you spin that off? That shit. What?
Well, you didn't watch this season, so shut up.
Exactly, because
I know. So why would you spin it off?
Because Wonderland's a pivotal part of the Once Upon a Time world. It's pivotal. It's where Hatter gets his hat.
Oh yeah, they brought in the Mad Hatter.
Well, I saw Mad Hatter in a couple episodes. Like, spins the hat, portal to another dimension.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to do a lot of dimension hopping.
Yeah, actually, this next season's gonna have a ton. I mean, even in this,
so they're
this
still going to
past
have
season,
Once Upon a Time, but then they're going to have this Once Upon a Time. So they're doing like NCIS.
Once Upon a Time,
Miami,
the Wonderland takes place in the
NCIS LA
in
or
Victoria,
whatever.
Los Angeles.
Well,
yes.
Once Upon a Time, the Wonderland takes place in Victorian London.
Well, that doesn't really.
Hertader.
That doesn't mean anything totally because time is relative with the show. You know what I mean? Like, Hook should be like 80 years old or something, or 60, but he's not. You know what I mean? Like, in our world, what's his face, Balefire, or whatever Henry's dad's name was, but Balefire is his cool name, you know, his Once Upon a Time name. Anyways, Balefire aged like 25, 30 years, because I'm aged 30 years, or 28 or whatever. So, you know, people that are in this world age, whereas in the other world, they age slowly, or if they're dimension jumping, you know.
But see, Alice was from our world.
Alice was from our world. Wait, no.
Yeah, she's going. I think that the.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not just the same world where the Peter Pan was?
No, Alice is.
We don't know.
Alice is from our world.
Or it's a world without magic that's similar to our world.
Alice is from our world. And she goes down the rabbit hole.
Okay.
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 But yeah. Yeah. Well, but it's got a cool concept to it. I'm digging it. I'm a big Once Upon a Time fan, so the show is pretty awesome.
I was the first season, and then this season they just kind of lost me.
Well, because it happens. This season they opened the multiverse basically. They took the comic multiverse. We're dealing with Dr. Frankenstein and the world without monsters but with science. That means they've got the potential to mess with the universal monsters. All of a sudden somebody can bring in Dracula and then it's on.
We just don't know because
we just don't know. It's like that's what I'm saying. Like this season introduced Mulan. So I mean that means Disney's plethora of princesses is officially open for business.
I would not be surprised if a version of the chick from Brave shows up. And
Ariel shows up, or
Ariel could show up. Well, they did talk about mermaids, remember. Actually, that's a funny thing. You saw the last, was it on Stranger Tides, the last Pirates movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Actually, no, I still haven't seen that.
Yeah, who saw the last part?
I haven't seen that.
I did. It made over $1 billion.
I wanted to see it, and I still do. I just haven't.
I can hook you up. But there's mermaids that kill people. Okay,
yeah, I got that.
They drown men, kill them. in the last few episodes of Once Upon a Time, they mentioned the same thing: mermaids killing people. Like, oh, at least the mermaids didn't get you.
Wasn't Captain Jack Sparrow like? Didn't he show up in Once Upon a Time this
No.
season? Or
Captain Hook.
Captain Hook. Okay.
But Captain Hook is, instead of, the...
he's kind of a Captain Jack Sparrow-esque type of character.
If you mix Captain Hook, Jack Sparrow, yeah.
I saw him when they went up the beanstalk and, like, the dude from Lost was the giant. And
Yeah.
Which he
was back again for another episode, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, he was raising beans for the beanstalk.
Yeah.
And when you actually see one, it's, like, clear, but there's, like, a glowing energy inside of it. Because when you throw one down, it immediately opens a portal to another world. Yep.
That's awesome.
That's where, like, the craziness is coming in. Also, for some reason, I never really got it. Maybe they had a bean, or maybe it was her magic. But Captain Hook could, like, sail between dimensions. I didn't really understand how, other than it was her magic and then a bean at the end of the season.
No, I think I think that Hook. I think Hook just has. I don't know. He's got some type of magic in him somewhere, or maybe his ship is magic.
Maybe his ship is magic. You know what? They'll explain it next.
They'll explain it, but yeah. Dude, Once Upon a Time is pretty beast. I'm enjoying it. I had to play catch up because I kind of fell behind this season.
I'll catch up when it hits Netflix.
I tell you what, let's go into some rapid fire. Are there any big new releases this week?
There are actually a few.
Are they just Nintendo things and no one cares?
They're not.
Okay, let's rapid fire through those, and then we'll rapid fire the upfronts.
There's like 6. We've got Resident Evil Revelations that's making its way finally to the consoles, Xbox 360, PS3, PC.
Okay.
Fast and Furious Showdown!
Just keep going.
That's a good one. It's coming to all the consoles.
Of course.
It's even got a 3DS version. Call of Juarez Gunslinger. It's like a Old West Call of Juarez, maybe,
you
for
mean
PC.
Like the original one?
It's like $15, I think. I saw it on Steam.
It's also going to be on Xbox Live.
At some point, yeah. But right now it's just on PC.
Yeah.
War Game, Airland Battle, Steam game, Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. And probably the biggest release this week is Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D for the 3DS.
I feel like you lied to me.
That's the re-release of the one that came out on the Wii a couple years ago.
I said, are there any big games? You said yes. Those are all terrible. Those are all. Well, Call of Juarez, come on. The last one was pure garbage.
Sniper Elite V2 for the Wii U is also coming out.
So a port. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, although, I tell you what, I am a little
Resident
excited.
Evil, that's a big
That's
deal.
the one I'm a little excited
That's
to
a
play.
big release.
Because that is the best Resident Evil game that's come out since, 4?
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah, I do want to play that. Does it have any co-op, multiplayer stuff?
I'm not sure.
Because that was the big thing with the last 2 main games and Operation Raccoon. Bleh!
Yeah.
Because Raccoon. Bleh!
I'm looking forward to talking about next week's new releases, like
Fuse.
the week after next, on the podcast next week.
Last of Us.
No.
Fuse.
I don't even really care about Fuse, but there's
something else. I don't know.
There are 2 games in particular that I am very, very excited for.
Bring notes and tell us your impressions then. Have you played any demos for them yet? I don't know if the demos are out.
No, they don't. These don't have demos.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the new releases.
This
in the video game.
I'll just say this before we get to going. It's always sucky when Rockstar doesn't have a game in May, because they gave us the detective game. What was it? L.A. Noire, Red Dead Redemption. Grand Theft Auto 4. It's just it's when they come out.
I'm fine that it's coming out in September because I don't really know of a whole lot else that's coming out in September or this fall really at all that I'm super interested in.
Well, yeah, there's stuff in August, but yeah.
Batman Arkham Origins.
Yeah.
There's that.
I mean, that's a given because Batman's in the title, but...
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, maybe?
Yeah,
it kind of looks cool.
Splinter Cell.
I haven't
That's
finished...
August, though, isn't it? as August.
I haven't finished.
Yeah, about
I haven't
60
finished Brotherhood or Revelations, and I have
neither
not
have
played
I.
3 at all. So
Well, don't bother with that.
I gotta play
Aw.
for the story though.
It's really kind of like a standalone piece of
gotta
garbage.
Play for
Three's
the
garbage.
story.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, Saints Row 4 comes out in August, so
Yeah.
Dubstep gun rules.
It's cool
all.
that we can get that out of our system before Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out.
we'll probably kill it in a month,
Yeah.
and then have time for that. Yeah, so
It's nice that
I'm
comes
holding
out.
you to that because I still want to play that game.
Because I know
buy your own version.
Why will you buy yours?
I will end up spending way more time on Grand Theft Auto than Saints Row. Like, I'll play Saints Row and I'll enjoy Saints Row because Saints Row is a lot of fun. But GTA is where my heart is at.
Well,
I can't. Yeah, I can't argue it. So let's get to the upfronts. Do you mind if I start? Is that all right?
Yeah, cool.
Start fronting.
CBS, because I basically got CBS and ABC, and then Marquise has Fox
I did some. I've watched most of the Fox ones and most of the NBC ones.
and
And
Little C-Dub.
A little C-Dub.
Those are garbage. No, I'm just kidding. It's a CW. Come on.
I watched the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. trailer.
All right, we'll get to that in just a second. I wanted to go through CBS so that our palates will be clean for good things.
Okay.
The crazy ones. It's Sarah Michelle Gellar and Robin Williams in an ad agency firm. She plays the straight one. He plays the crazy one.
The crazy kooky one. Oh my gosh.
Stuff,
I hate CBS.
stuff happens. There's hilarity. I mean, it actually...
What's the title?
It's called the Crazy Ones.
CBS
I
should
said-
be called
Oh, it's
Old
called The
People TV.
Crazy Ones.
It's called The Crazy Ones. And he's zany and he's older and he has a Rock'em Sock'em robot in his office.
Does he
and-
still have a beard?
Yeah, he shaved.
Yeah, he shaved it. Yeah, because he's supposed to be professional. And she plays a great straight character. I don't know her comedic chops at all because I thought the Scooby Doo films were garbage.
Yeah, they were bad.
And Robin Williams, if he has any tricks left in him, we'll find out. Otherwise,
No.
I'm gonna pass. I'll wait till some reviews come out.
It's Old People TV.
This is Doubtfire and Patch Adams.
Okay, get this. We Are Men. Okay, it's another show about we're men, manly men, men. Oh, wait. Wait, is that something else?
Well,
Is that-
because that kid left, didn't the kid left. from
No.
that
This
show.
this is a different show.
Oh.
There's another show
Oh.
that focuses on misogyny and manness, and because that's all we need is something to identify with, even though we're men and we technically rule the world, because that's how it works. We push the women down. I'm not trying to be a misogynist. I'm just saying, like, if you look at history, blah blah blah. So yeah, they made another show. It's about a divorcee. He meets Tony Shalhoub. Cal Penn,
Oh God, I saw
And
Jerry O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell. You have these actors that are actually decent at their jobs, and what do you have? You have the worst thing I've seen in a while.
Cal Penn went from working to the president to this crap.
I know, and he's got that Kumar or Harold and Kumar money, but not that did big bucks. But all right, so next up, the Millers. I wrote a pure waste of talent. I wonder if Will Arnett's divorce was a result of his inability to pick a good project. He became big in Arrested Development. He hasn't had a good show since.
Up All Night was really great.
Guest starring on
He
30
had
Rock doesn't
canceled,
count.
by the way.
It got canceled because
I know.
they kept screwing with the format. They kept changing it up because they didn't know what to do.
It was a really cute show.
It started off great, and I watched it, and then they kept screwing it up, and then it just died. And then they made it a single or multi-camera show, like 2.5 Men or whatever, and it was such garbage that Christina Applegate left. Just flat out, I'm done with this. All right, but yeah, it's he's divorced. Zany things happen. Bo Bridges is his dad, and this really good actress that was the surrogate mom from Dexter. Remember, she was the older person that worked at the police station, and she dies of cancer or something, like season 3. Anyways, yeah, she's the other parent. They say inappropriate things. Maybe they go through a divorce. I don't know. Look terrible. Let's see. Mom. Chuck Lorre made another show. It's about zany people. Supposed to have heart, stereotypes. The mom's a slut and an alcoholic. I'm already bored talking about it. But it does have, what's her face from Scary Movies, Anna Faris.
Oh, that's a sign of death right there.
You know, I mean, I love Anna Faris, but this just looks like garbage. She has a 16-year-old daughter that's a giant whore. You know, it's like, I don't want to watch this. I just don't. It's got Nate Cordry. He's funny. No. Let's see. Hostages. Let's see. The chick from the United States of Terra is a doctor, and she has to work on the president, but she's been ordered by these bad guys to kill the president, or they will kill her family, because they took her family hostage, including her in the middle of the night. This was like 5 different story arcs on 24.
Yeah, right?
I'm done.
They compressed 24 into one season.
Intelligence, starring Sawyer from Lost. He is now a CIA operative that has a chip planted in him, and he can access any computer in the world. What does this sound like to you?
Sounds like Extremis.
Sounds like Chuck.
Bam.
I was gonna say it sounds like Iron Man and the Extremis.
No. This is no. This is like a serious version of Chuck or Jake 2.0. You guys remember that show?
Yeah, that was a good
God.
show, by the way.
Yeah, this is like a really serious version of that. And
CBS is not going to make it.
It's going to be a procedural.
They're the number one show. They're the number one.
I don't
network.
understand how. None of their stuff is good.
Because
except for The Good Wife.
They're reliable shows. You don't go there to be challenged or barely entertained. You go there for predictable laughs.
The only thing good on that channel is The Good Wife and The Amazing Race.
Yeah, but you know what? He's right. He's absolutely right. It's predictable, safe humor. It's old people TV.
It really is. Like, I don't have to
Now, don't get me wrong. I love Criminal Minds because that's my show. We just try my niche. I love Criminal Minds. I'll watch that. But I'll watch that on A&E because I watched the reruns in A&E.
Right. Well, I mean, it's basically a darker, less realistic version of Law and Order was SVU. There you go. But both of those are huge hits. So, and then they tried that spin-off of Criminal Minds and failed.
That was garbage because it had the Forrest, the Wandering Eye of Whitaker.
Oh, all right, real quick. ABC Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. looks amazing.
Looks great. Agent Coulson.
Agent Coulson. Don't
Preach
touch.
it.
Don't touch Lola. Don't touch.
Yeah,
Lola.
don't touch Lola.
Don't touch Lola.
Ming Na she looks beast as Melinda May.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
I don't care. It's just
It's gonna be
amazing.
a cool show. It's gonna be like Avengers Fringe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, and I like that. It's like, hey, you know what? We're not gonna have the big name superheroes. We'll be our own little
Go check out weird stuff.
Check out the weird stuff in the Marvel U.
Okay, sounds great. Sounds amazing.
And
I'm in.
This also is. I like this
I
concept
hope it lasts.
because it establishes. It puts another layer of foundation on the Marvel U because now they can be like, hey, they can hint at something for Avengers now.
This is the show that's going to make Arrow either get a giant budget or crush it. So they're not even going to be out on the same night. It's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday.
This show puts DC TV on Death Watch.
It does. Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. We've talked about Once Upon a Time a lot this podcast. In Wonderland, it's a side story. It actually looks good. It's kind of darker, grittier than what we're used to.
Wonderland's a messed up place.
Wonderland is very messed up. There's some weird stuff going on. We're probably going to see people come back to life. I don't know.
Alice is in love with the genie. She apparently sets free.
Yep. I don't know what that
the
means.
Queen of Hearts kills him. It's some good stuff. Oh, okay.
You're like, let me lean back all the way and take my headset off so no
Well,
one knows how
I've
I
been
sound.
sitting here the entire time. No one said anything.
You gotta project, Marqees.
Back in the game. All right. Who here watched Psych? Just I.
Yeah, I mean, it's in my Netflix queue.
No.
How's that?
You never watched Psych?
No.
Okay, the girl on the show, Maggie Lawson, I guess it's over. She got a show on... she has a show on... where
That's the
she's
blonde
off.
chick, right?
Yeah, she must be off then. Her and James Caan have a TV show. It's Bad News Bears for Moms. Betrayal. Yeah. Betrayal. Let's see. When you don't have enough shows that appeal to women, what do? Create a fantasy for women. People die. Others become lovers. Twists will turn. Killer Women. Sofia Vergara is the executive producer. About a tall, beautiful Texas Ranger that doesn't take crap from anyone. It's like a weak Robert Rodriguez movie, and I'll probably watch it a few times and be like, I'm bored.
But it has Trisha Helfer in it.
It does, and I do love me some Trisha Helfer. Killer Women. Let's see, The Goldbergs, a comedy show in the '80s about a weird family that is partially shot in VHS, and it's from the guy that did Breaking In. I like Breaking In for the most part until they're like, well, you've been canceled. Now you're brought back. well, you're canceled again. So they couldn't really establish quality in there.
Yeah.
The other thing, what was it? I'm pretty sure Patton Oswalt is the narrator, and he's also like the 5-year-old, 8-year-old kid. Mm-hmm. Like it's not him shrunk down to look like a child. It's anyways, but it looks fun, but not amazing. So we'll see. Lucky 7. Some 7 people win the lottery. Super fun night. Just moving on. Super fun night. It's a Rebel Wilson show, but it's produced, or it's done by Conan O'Brien.
Stop. They gave this chick a TV show?
Yes.
Who?
Oh.
The fat chick from Pitch
Enough with
Perfect.
making fun of fat people and having fat people do funny things.
Yeah. Oh, guess what? The first episode, her shirt dress thing gets ripped open.
But if you put a fat person on TV and show that it's acceptable, then McDonald's sells more hamburgers.
Aww. Yeah, look at that show. Was it Mike and Molly? Yeah. They're like the honeymooners plus like 100 or plus a ton or something. I don't know.
I don't care.
Chemtrails.
Chemtrails.
They're not funny.
No, this show might be funny because Conan O'Brien is in charge of it, but we'll see. We'll see.
Conan O'Brien himself is pretty funny, but
I don't know. Okay, Mind Games. Christian Slater, his new show. Now, hold on. It's got him and Steve Zahn, so it's already been canceled. But here's the concept. Here's the concept. 2 brothers try to pull off Inception, but in real life, not in a dream. It's kind of high concept, but it looks like it's been dumbed down for the average person.
Yeah, one brother is he's a psychiatrist, like who majored in behavioral analysis, whatever. He suffers from bipolar disease, and the other brother is a con artist, and like they both can read people in their own unique way, and they solve wacky crimes.
It's actually, you know what? It's a little bit like Leverage.
I'm falling asleep thinking about
Leverage
that.
was a tight show. I'm sorry, I love me some Leverage.
Leverage is interesting.
This is not going to be as interesting, but it's supposed to have some wacky humor, and they have a team of people to use, just like Leverage did.
I don't think
see, Leverage was like the A-team.
Well, it's basically, they took the mastermind of Leverage and cut him into 2 people, Steve Zahn and Christian Slater.
Yeah.
So they can bounce off each other and no one will care. Trophy Wife.
This is all ABC.
This is all ABC. They canceled a ton of stuff and they're not looking back, and it's kind of sad. So NBC, you'll be
NBC.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about NBC. Yeah.
Mixology. It takes place in a bar over an entire season. I don't care. Trophy Wife. It's Bradley Whitford's getting married for the 3rd time, and she's going to help raise his kids, but he's got 2 ex-wives, and they're going to be in the picture too. Zany things happen because his
Bradley
new
Whitford
wife.
know that his TV shows stink.
The West Wing was great.
Yeah, because
everything else has
been awful.
Yeah, Billy Madison, great film. Yeah. Cabin in the Woods, great film. Everything else he's done has been terrible, I think. But yeah, this show just looks boring. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, it looks really good. Malin Ackerman's gonna be great. She's great in like The Heartbreak Kid. She's great in Children's Hospital." And you know what? This show looks like crap because it's not nearly as smart or dangerous. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, the eldest daughter was drinking and Malin Ackerman chugged what was supposed to be water but was actually vodka to hide it from her actual mom, who was showing up because these moms just show up everywhere. They got nothing better to do. Anyways, ABC, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., watch it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the only thing.
Okay, so Fox didn't really adjust a lot of their schedule.
Axe Cop.
That's part of the
Axe Cop.
That's part of the OT and the animation domination. We'll get on that. Okay, Monday. It'll be Bones. Starting in the fall, and then late fall they'll replace Bones with Almost Human. That's the Carl Urban. I forget the black guy name. He was in the barbershop movies, and I forget this cat's name. But
he's a good actor though.
There is a cyborg and an android, and they're working together.
Carl Urban is not the cyborg, or not the android. I'm sorry,
Carl
he's not
Urban
the robot.
Is the cyborg.
You think he would be the robot?
Yeah, you think he'd be the robot, but
well, no, it's from the guys that did Fringe, so it looks outstanding.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, I mean, it does look good. It's got that. It does have a Fringe feel to it. It's just a futuristic Fringe feel to it.
Huh.
9 p.m. they'll do the Sleepy Hollow. which is Ichabod Crane gets brought back from the past to the future to stop the Headless Horseman, who is the fourth horseman of the apocalypse.
Oh my god.
But
yeah, buddy.
Oh my god.
and also witches. There's like a good coven
There's
and an
good
evil
witches,
coven.
bad witches. There's Bibles and the Bible.
I could make up a better show in like 3 seconds.
Do it. Challenged.
Right
Do
now?
it. No, not now. I want you. All right, next week you're gonna have 3 minutes to do all these shows, rapid fire.
Hey,
Okay.
easy.
All you
Hey,
can come
easy.
up with.
This show, test it well. Test it well.
Tested?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was it? They're driving through downtown. What was the town? Sleepy Hollow, I guess. And they see a Starbucks. He says, "What is the Starbucks?" Or something like that.
And there's a coffee shop. He goes, "Oh, there's another one. Yeah. How many are there? How many blocks are
I'm
there?"
gonna make a note to come up with show titles.
And then she says,
concepts.
"What was it?" Or he says, "Is there a law? Like there's a law that there must be a Starbucks every few feet or something." Anyways,
Yeah, this show. I mean,
I don't know.
the concept is interesting at the least.
Action looks good.
Action looks fine, but the stories, the writing is horrible. You can tell from the trailer, the writing is just awful.
Yeah.
Poor Orlando Jones can't get a good movie, can't get a good show. And John Cho is and he's guest starring in one of
Set a
the.
reminder.
Yeah, I think either he'll die in the first episode or they'll keep him as a recurring character. We'll see.
Dude, Go On was so good and they canceled it, and I hate NBC for that. But anyways,
Go
go ahead.
Okay.
On was...
I didn't get, and then the following will come on mid-season. What was the following again?
That's the...
Kevin Bacon.
cult.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Serial.
So that's mid-season. So
No, don't confuse people with the show called Cult that got canceled.
Yeah.
okay, Tuesdays, they're gonna throw Seth MacFarlane's live-action multi-camera show, Dads, starring Giovanni Ribisi and Seth Green. It's 2 video game guys, and their dads come to live with them. I also saw the Disney Channel's Brenda Song. So she's growing up and getting out there.
They also got her to dress up like a little
Asian schoolgirl, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the joke with the and yeah.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, exactly. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Andy Samberg, Terry Crews.
Andy Samberg.
It looks so good.
It looks like Parks and Recs as a cop show. And
I
that's,
did watch the trailer for that one. I am
And-
excited.
That looked good.
and
yeah.
you know
I
what?
saw
I
Andy
was skeptical
Samberg,
when I
was
heard
like,
about
yes.
it, but I watched the trailer and I was like, wow, this could work.
Dude, when the guy's like, you gotta wear a tie, and then he finally,
I'm wearing a tie.
and he's got wrapped around his belly, and then at the very end, he's wearing the tie, and he
Whiskey.
stands up, and he's not wearing pants. I was
He's
like,
wearing
oh.
he's wearing the Speedo, yeah.
My safe word is whiskey.
I regret wearing the Speedo. I'm still wearing it. It's right.
And then
it's right
so
up
the
inside
next
me.
new show will be on Thursdays. The mid-season after between the takeover for Glee mid-season will be Rake, starring what's his face? Greg Kinnear.
Oh yeah, that looks really weird.
And
Looks dark.
he plays some lawyer who has gambling debts, but then he rolls upon this huge high-profile case of a guy who ate the guy. But then it's weird.
He ate a guy, but then said, "I didn't kill him. I just ate him."
He actually ate him, and he's on trial for the murder, not necessarily eating him. He's on trial for the murder. So he, and Greg Kinnear trying to get the money so he can pay off his gambling debts, and he has to deal with the IRS. And Greg Kinnear's funny, but we'll see how that rolls out.
I think it's the guys that did what was it, Rescue Me, and it kind of has a Californication feel to it because the guy is a loser. He's in love with a hooker,
He's got a stalker named Margaret who stabbed him a couple times, and in the trailer she hits him with the car. Friday.
They just throw all kinds of stuff into these trailers to try and hit on some kind of...
Yeah, it's getting complicated. Like with the CBS ones, you're like, oh, I can make better than that. But these are starting to really become multi-tiered pieces of crap.
Yeah. Fridays they're going to do the Junior Master Chef. So they're taking the Gordon Ramsay show Master Chef and putting it for kids and teens or whatever.
Man.
That shit, whatever. Let's see. Of course, Sunday is the Animation Domination.
X-Cop!
The newest thing to be the OT, which
That's
includes Saturday from 11 to the Saturday the animation nomination. I missed over that. Will be include Axe Cop.
Axe Cop.
And that's all you
I
care.
love
They're
Axe
calling
Cop.
it like, what was it, ADHD? Because it's
Yeah.
animation
Domination, high definition.
Yeah. And then
Axe
so
Cop is
yeah.
amazing.
Axe Cop!
Have you watched that stuff?
No.
Oh my god, it's the best.
Okay. Then we're moving to NBC,
Oh boy.
who basically
Yeah,
spit up their lineup.
The Office is gone. You don't need to watch.
All that's left, the only shows on there that I'm going to watch, what was it? What's the one? Revolution, Grimm, and then the two comedies. That's
Well, I would say hold it.
Grimm and Parks and Rec.
Blacklist, starring James Spader.
That does look good.
Yeah.
Nothing
to do with Splinter Cell Blacklist.
No, it
FYI.
doesn't. But he plays this.
James Spader's pretty good.
He plays this the FBI's like #1 guy, and he
I
turned
really wish
himself
he would.
in, and he meets the new profiler chick. He picks a profiler chick that she's going to make famous, and he's got this list of people that he wants to get, and the FBI wants, and he wants them gone. So he goes, I'll work with you FBI to get rid of these people.
His personal blacklist. They don't even know these people exist.
Yeah. So I mean, and that it's a cool concept. Spader is Spader. Okay. Let's see. They've got a bunch of comedies. Sean Saves the World with the guy from Will and Grace.
Sean Hayes.
Yeah, and he's playing a
derp.
divorced dad.
He's a divorced dad that came out of the closet.
Yeah.
Because he's gay in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Michael J. Fox show. Michael J. Fox plays this guy, Michael Henry. He has Parkinson's. He's a news reporter. And then he comes out of retirement. And they've got About a Boy coming out. They're making it a TV show. I didn't get to see what Ironside was about.
Dude, that's the one. It's a remake of an old show where a detective is in a wheelchair.
Oh, well, I did see that one. Yeah,
It's
that looks
Blair Underwood,
dumb.
I think.
That looks
He's in a wheelchair,
dumb.
but he's not Professor X.
Oh, and he's so hardcore, cop, rogue, and he's his own team, and he's throwing people off buildings. I'm like, really? Really? Blair Underwood in a wheelchair is going to throw some guy off a building?
You telling me you won't tune in at 9 o'clock to see Blair Underwood in a wheelchair throw a man off a building?
No.
That is the greatest. I want to see him like, he's
I'll watch
sitting there,
it.
he grabs a guy from his right and just flings him to his left
He's in a
over.
wheelchair. It's a hostage situation. He tells one of the girls, he goes, shoot the hostage in the leg. She goes, the hostage? Yeah. And he shoots the hostage, and they take down the person with the gun. It's like,
They should have just called it Wheels.
really? Or something.
Well, what was that? What was the thing they do on American Dad? It's Wheels and the Fat Man or something like that? Or
Something like that.
they keep saying, I'm Wheels. No, I'm Wheels.
That was pretty much it with the NBC. And
I'm glad that I'm going to have so much free time this fall.
And CW. We'll run over that real quick.
I'm not going to
Tuesday.
have to watch anything.
No.
Tuesday, they've got the originals, which is the spin-off of the Vampire Diaries. Wednesdays, they got the Tomorrow People, which I haven't even caught up with yet.
It's something about... No, that's the 100. Never mind. I don't know what this
And then Thursdays, they got Rain.
Oh, wait. The Tomorrow People is... It's like alphas.
Okay.
Alphabet Soup.
Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nikita got cut down to six
episodes.
6 episodes in a movie. Oh, wait. No, that's not right. That's not right.
Your video is now on YouTube.
I really don't... The CW is switching everything up. All their lineup is totally different now. In terms of like schedule, I'll still watch Arrow. I'll still watch Supernatural. I will watch Nikita on Netflix over the summer, the new season, and then decide whether or not I want to watch the last of it, this fall, because the ratings are meh, and they really want to cancel it, but they didn't have anything better to put in there. The stuff with NBC, I really just want them to keep Hannibal. That's a really well done show.
Yeah, that's it.
It looks like it's going somewhere though.
Well, we don't know for sure. They still haven't announced that it's going somewhere else or that it's been canceled. But that stuff is usually done by the time the upfronts come around. They just don't know. They may be a mid-season replacement, and they're like, we're just going to do 13 episodes, and that's it. Great cast, great TV show. I want to watch more of it. I just haven't had motive. And usually I watch it with my girlfriend, and we haven't had a lot of time with college. So, finals, woohoo. And then also, ABC's got one really strong show, and then they've got a spin-off, and then a bunch of meh. CBS, pure garbage. Just...
Chuck Lorre and his third show now?
Well, he's done more than that, but yeah, his third show on the air.
On the air.
Because they don't know how much longer 2.5 minutes
because
will air.
Angus C. Jones found Jesus and doesn't want to do the show anymore.
Well, it's a terrible show.
That, and he's like 20, he's 18 now. Get the kid off he's done. There's no more half.
And, you know what, that brings, because Miley Cyrus was on the show this past season, that brings me to my last thing. And I think we can wrap it up after that, because we're running a little long.
Gotta get to the
She is the, what do you call it, Maxim? Top 100 sexiest woman alive.
Who voted for this chick?
There were prettier girls at the event that were also in the 100.
But here's how the Maxim Hot 100 works.
It's a voting system?
It's not just a voting system. The Maxim Hot 100 works on star power. It works on their newsability. It works on their stories, how frequently they're coming out, big changes like that. Like, she had a real big year because she changed her haircut, and she changed her whole look. She became more of an adult.
And had a big breakup.
Yeah.
And kept trying to sex it up without giving away everything.
Yeah. So, obviously, they're going to tease her as trust me, if it was my opinion, Kate Upton will be number one.
Well, she's very popular, bikini model, blah, blah, blah. There's some great women that are very talented and very attractive that could have made that list.
Made that list that didn't. It's a convoluted list. It's because you look at that list, you're like, wait a minute, why are you at number 100 and she's number 12? Yeah.
Well, look at what was it, Alison Brie. She's on Community, but she also is on Mad Men, and she finds time to make movies that are decent. She was in what was it, last year? She did 5-Year Engagement, I think, and she was actually really good in that. I mean, she didn't have a giant part, but she was a huge co-star, and I would watch a movie where she is the headliner. I think she can star in her own movie.
Hollywood doesn't think so.
She was in Scream 4. It did well.
Scream 4 was freaking amazing.
Scream 4 was actually pretty good. It played on a lot of the modern tropes, and it
changed the rules, man.
It changed the rules.
Virgins can die.
It was actually pretty good. But no, there's just so many other people or other women that were more qualified for that position. I'm not just talking about sex appeal, but just flat out more talent, bigger rising star. Jennifer Lawrence, for crying out loud. Silver Linings Playbook.
She's pretty popular.
She won an Oscar. Silver Linings Playbook, and The Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And then she's got another Hunger Games coming out this year, right?
I can't wait for that.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, well.
Why? Sorry,
I like The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games was fun. I'm really looking forward to the next one. And Silver
They
Linings.
did a good job with it. Like, I read the book right before I went to see the movie. Because I always like to read the book
for the most
before
part,
I
they
see
did
a
a
movie.
pretty good
Like
job
that.
with it. I was
And it was good.
hurt that there was no leg amputation from.
Yeah, they took out some stuff, obviously.
Would you say
to keep it PG-13?
They cut out the leg amputation scene?
Yes, you might say that.
Burr.
Actually.
With that, I like to say welcome to the finale.
Well, yeah, we're in the finale.
Stole my line, man.
We're definitely in the finale.
Sorry, Nate. I had to interject.
Yeah, we gotta
there.
get that.
All right, so tonight we're gonna go see Star Trek. At least 2 of us are for sure. We will bring you a discussion on it in the wee hours this evening, and let's see what else. Next week, Time Rest Tuesday is gonna have all sport. Or I'm sorry, not sports. All racing.
Racing. Yep.
We're gonna do racing.
TRT Time Rest Tuesdays will be awesome.
So that's
except
gonna be
it's racing games. I'm not a big racing fan. But
Marqees hates racing
games. Are fun.
He really does. Yeah, and apparently my save for Skyrim doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's gone.
I hate my life.
We'll play some Forza Horizon for sure. We'll play maybe some
Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Play a little bit of that, and maybe some Trials.
Maybe some Trials.
I'm not playing Trials.
Maybe Trials.
Trials is fun. You can bail off your bike and fly across the finish line.
I am not playing Trials.
Trials is a neat game. I didn't pay much for it, and I'm glad. So that's really
With
going
that,
to wrap
it.
it up for us. Thanks for listening.
Buy more comics.
Do stuff.
Go see movies, TV shows, and everything else. And most importantly, listen to our podcast.
Listen to our podcast and subscribe to us on YouTube.
And go to our website.
Go to our website, read reviews and stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff on there.
TimeRush.com.
Email us at timerushbraintrust@gmail.com.
You're already out on the internet. Go look at the stuff anyway.
And with that, we're done.